Tom, first of all, how's your elbow from all the free throws?
It could be better if I made a couple of them at the end, but it's doing good.
You guys are down 3 starters, and you beat the top team in the West right now. Just from a confidence standpoint, like what does a win like that do for you guys?
It just boosts us for when everybody else comes back. Contrary to belief, I do believe we're at our best when everybody is is back in the lineup. So it's just going to boost us going forward.
You guys held Anthony Edwards to 6 points in the entire second half, including overtime.
Right.
What is it necessary to do for a guy like that when you have, one, the perimeter defense on Isaac, and then you locking it down in the post?
It takes everybody. We know Anthony Edwards is one of the best players in this league at his position and overall. So that's just not a one man's job. You have to go out there. If he blows by somebody, I have to be the secondary defender to try to help. And them having guys like Naz Reid out there, somebody else is going to have to help on that. So it's going to be everybody's help.
You guys also were able to hold Rudy to just 7. That is your matchup, and you kind of frustrated him a lot this game. What was your mindset going in, and how do you feel like you executed that?
Just go out there with energy. I think Rudy gets a lot of hate for what he does, but I still think he's excellent in his position and how he goes out and plays the game. So for me, it was just to try to find little moments where I can, sneak in, grab a rebound, tip the ball out, or just, catch him slipping.
Chris.
Hey, Jarrett.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Can you speak to Isaac's defense on Anthony Edwards?
It was excellent tonight. That's a big ask to go out and then guard Anthony Edwards, especially when he gets hot. And he did it. He took the challenge for all 53 minutes, and he got the job done.
What does it mean to you as a big and to you guys as a defense as a whole to have a point of attack defender like Isaac who can match up against the opposing best player?
It takes a lot of stress off of us. And that's what he's been doing since he came in the league. He's excellent at being Isaac. I don't know how to describe it, but he's been doing great. So it just takes a lot of stress off of us.
Daryl.
Jarrett, 13 of your rebounds came on the defensive end.
Right.
One against Rudy. I mean, just that end of the floor against that size team.
Right.
Everyone wants to talk about physicality, but just what do you take away from being able to bring the physicality tonight?
Right. Yeah, just hit him early. Rudy weighs 7'1", has one of the highest reaches in the league, longest wingspan. So if I could hit him early and wedge him out from wherever he is, that's going to be an advantage for me. But honestly, I always say it's a group effort. That's not one person boxing him out. Every time you look, it's either Isaac coming back to help me. Darius was even battling in there. So it's a lot of everybody.
You guys have had key players bouncing in and out all year because of injury.
Right.
This past week you beat Boston, leading the East. Tonight you beat Minnesota, who was leading the West.
Right.
You feel like you guys are very quietly sending a message that you are a team that you're going to have to be worried about?
Absolutely. And not only that we're a team to be worried about, but excuse me, that we have guys who are ready to play at any single moment. I mean, everybody came in and contributed. I mean, even D. Jones and Craig, they didn't get the most minutes, but they were still impactful for the game. So it just shows that we have guys all across the board, 1 through 18 now, that can play.
Jackson.
Jackson Forkadori down Euclid. Darius had a season high in shot attempts. Why is it so important for this team when he's aggressive?
Right. He runs the offense. He's a primary ball handler, primary scorer. We have the ball in his hand a lot. So if he's going out there and he's being confident shooting his shot and shooting good shots at that, we're going to follow behind him, and that gets the whole team going.
How does it help your game personally?
When he starts shooting it, it gets in guys like Rudy's head that he has to go help on DG. And there's a couple times where you see that DG understood that and he dished it down to me.
Chris.
Jarrett, you mentioned earlier this morning that this one could be a proverbial rock fight, and it was.
Yeah.
Neither team scored 100 in regulation. there's a reputation that you guys have going back to last year's playoffs about the Cavs not being tough enough, not being physical enough.
Yeah.
What do you say in response to that?
I mean, I feel like everything in this league is warranted, in terms of getting a reputation. But in this league, I don't think reputations always should stick. I mean, every team goes through things. Every team has ups and downs, and it's up to us to finally try to break that reputation.
Last one, Evan.
Have you ever had a game with 21 free throws before?
Have a what?
Have you ever had a game with 21 free throws?
I don't think I've had 2 games with 21 free throws before. So this is definitely a first.
So, as an aside, JB said one of your greatest attributes is just how dependable you are on a night-to-night basis. It makes his life easier knowing he has you in his back corner. What makes you so dependable as a player?
I don't know. I'll say this. Coming up in this league, I feel like I wasn't as dependable. I feel like I'd go out, have a double-double one game. Next game, I have 5 and 4. And for me, it was something that I wanted to expand on, something that I wanted to improve on and be more reliable, whether it's a double-double every single night or just being consistent on the defensive end. So for me, I would just say it was a growth that I wanted to improve on since my rookie year.
Okay, it's going to wrap it, Jay. Thank you.
Great sweater.